I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's review. Today is February 2nd, Friday, 2024, non-farm, and exactly what I mentioned yesterday. Please watch yesterday's video so this makes sense. I'm making this video early as Friday. I'm ready to leave and celebrate. But I told you specifically that if we were going to sell bearish, we would have to come down immediately. What did it do? It opened up in the gap and it hung around, and then the 8:30 news brought it down. So when I told you yesterday that we would come down and bounce off of this gap that I showed you yesterday, and then run for that high up here at the least, this is exactly what we're doing now as we're speaking live. So very, very excited. We're about to hit that level right now. It's we are about 20 points away, oddly. And you can see here, you can see we came right to that gap here beautifully, and then shot the hell up, man. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is live price action now, and to take a look here, as I was mentioning yesterday, here you can see I'm telling you about the gap. You can see the time. What is it? 11:05 on this video. I'm talking about coming back to this gap. And then you can see here, I'm pointing right at this high specifically. Forget these highs, but I'm talking about this high right there. So, I mean, panned out beautifully. As far as the entry goes, you could see, take a look here. Look at the precision. But here's the thing. I'm waiting for precision levels to be hit. So, for example, when 8:30 popped down, and let me tell you something. On my mother's grave, I could have caught this. I used to catch these all the time, but I was not trying to mess around, right? But that 8:30 popped up, and that wick of the 8:30 1 minute candle didn't even come above this blue candle. Like, it literally sold for me. So, I mean, listen, I could have pushed the button here, and I was like, you know you're going to win it. But I didn't want to mess around, right? Because of the way they built that liquidity there. I'm not trying to find out. Who cares? Anyways, price shot down. That was an easy 8Gs, but the price, one leg. 2, 3. So I'm showing you here this green line right here. So this is that that's that 4 hour this is a 4 hour demand block right here. So you can see here this 4 hour down candle. So, and then when the price rushed yesterday, this is a basic setup for me. Just coming back to seal price and anyone who is a breakout artist, right? And that's the logic of this. So I don't expect it to bounce only from here, which it would be nice, but look what it did. It bounced first once, then it came back and bounced twice. See, they told on themselves with this right here, because when they did this, I knew that we were coming down one more time. Even though this is saying bullish here, right? This is still a good shot, no problem, right? But guess what? They ran it. They ran it now 9:30, runs it, right? Now it's 9:33 here. And 9:33, that 9:33 candle pushes down, and look where it taps. Okay, yes, it's tapping the gap in the pink, but it's also tapping an old gap. So, excuse me. So that old gap is, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Look right here. This gap right here from January 21st this year. Take a look. If you don't, I meant to mention this in some videos, but I just, whatever. But look at how we come underneath it, come above it. We tap it again. We come underneath it. Now we come underneath it. We tap it, tap underneath it, go above it, and we came back. All right. So this is very, very common. But when I see this candle come down and it taps that specific level, this isn't fucking a little bit over. This isn't a little bit. This is, we missed it. This is literally hitting it. Okay. When the price rushes back up, when we get to here, I'm pushing the button, right? Because at this point, the decision I'm making is what? We just rated liquidity here. Number 2, we just sealed price. Number 3, we just hit the gap. Number 4, I have higher objective targets. This was a minimum right here on the top side. See how we busted through at 830? This is a minimum rebalancing. So the same idea that I'm telling you about it bouncing from here is the same idea that I'm talking about when we break through and they engineered this piece of liquidity. I expect the price to at minimum come here. Yes, we will want to come up here. I get it, but I'm just telling you a minimum target, right? With the opening range. So I got this opening range here, right? And when we opened here, we dropped down first. When we dropped down, they came to balance the liquidity first. Then we're coming up to fill that opening balance. So you've got plenty of reasons to go up. Number 1. Number 2, precision. Number 3, by the way, yeah, so when I put my stop loss here, so just so you know, and this is still 1 minute. So 30 seconds, I could do something a little bit different. But in general, when the price is coming up and when this candle opened, it came down. If it goes back up, it's changing its state of delivery, meaning it's not bearish, it's turning bullish, right? So I'm pushing I know what's happening. So I've already got this precision level that it hit, but you see, I got 10 point stop loss, right? But when the candle moves up, all right, and it's first of all, it's the beginning of the opening. So these candles get big, right? So when it comes and changes, I can move my stop loss up to here, under 50% of this wick, because I don't want it to go any lower. If it goes any lower, then I don't want to be in that trade. It's 9 out of 10 times probably not going to work out. Maybe 8 out of 10 times it's not going to work out, right? So that being the case, I can move my stop loss up here and change up to 5 points. So now I'm in a 5-point drawdown, right? So that's just managing risk quickly. But as you see here, you'll see that when we come up, this candle finally closes right here. Okay, so that's a bullish candle that engulfs that candle. Not really so much hanging on the part that it's engulfing, but at the same time, it's just part of the storyline of the strength of now I can put my stop loss higher, right? So I'm managing it while it's live. Anyways, point is we break above, we use this as support here. You can see that we come into these 3 down candles. We tap it right there. We're on our way, dude. And I screenshot it here. My goal was right here, actually. Well, minimum goal was here, but my real goal was the 830 news because it was so easy. I mean, it was so easy to take this trade that I know, number 1, I know they're coming back for it because it was lethargic. It was very small moving candles. Actually, this whole thing was very slow. Today was just, it was nice. It was like, it wasn't rushing. It wasn't making you nervous. It was none of that. It was actually really slower price action, but it kept on going. And that's another main reason why I'm going here. Besides the liquidity above, and yes, we have that target. And probably by now we've hit that. Let's see here. Oh, almost there. Still right there. Anyways, point is, so that's my logic here. And when it's trailing up, I want to see these things hold. So that's support there. That's that these 3 down candles highlighted. We come back in it, constantly bullish, wipe out that liquidity, seal that price up there. As you see that we broke down. And by the way, we did retrace back into some nice standard deviations down. I refined it again and it was a little bit better. And we came down to a -3, I believe. And I'll show you that in a second. But then, so we, from here, let's talk about right now, as we're speaking, I reframed this retrace here. This is the last retrace up before coming down. So look at the -3 is perfect, pretty much. So I'm gonna go to 1 minute real quick. And before I do, the 5 minute, you can see this up candle right here. So we come down, we break through it. This is a support candle, right? So I'm measuring the bodies here, and 50%, look where it comes to. Comes right back down to 50% right there and shoots off, finally takes out that liquidity there. And then this retraces back into this imbalance. And the same story here, if I was to do this, but this is refined to a 1 minute actually. This color should be, hold on a second. Should be that color. And this should be too, the same. And damn, I'm making this too long. Fuck it, I'll just do that for now. But this is really on a 1 minute. This is on a 5 minute. I did it, but let me go to that. And this is really refined to this here. And you can see retracing back in. This is super game over here. This 7:15 a.m. 15-minute candle. You see we have that imbalance right there. That's an inversion imbalance. I dragged that out here. And then you can see we tapped it there. We come above it. And then look how we algorithmically retrace back into it with the opening of the day there, right? Super support, super game. Also buy. I'm staying away. I don't give a fuck. I'm watching. I want to mention this, man. I watch some YouTube streamers do their thing, man, and they're over here talking about, it's chopping around. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? We're already 10K in. We've caught the bottom of this bitch. And these people are, it's Friday, blah, 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 making excuses. And I'm sitting there, and these people got 200,000 subscribers. Like, what the yo, let me tell you, man. and did any of them tell you what was going to happen the day before? Okay, look, I'm not going to sit here and try to sound egotistical or anything, but it's crazy how a lot of these streamers are just like, they're trying to take this sell right here. I'm like, dude, do you not understand that we got all that liquidity there? They're sitting, messing around in here. I'm like, yo, I'm destined for greatness. I know it. But, it's just amazing how some of these streamers are just like, I don't even know how they make money. I don't even know how people watch them all day. Yo, I'm finna kill it when I go live. That's all I know. But anyways, sorry not to ramble off, but we also, on this day of Tuesday, we just sealed up that opening range. We had a little bit left. It's probably hard to see it. Let me just scroll in a little bit. This is this area here. As you see, 930 popped up. It didn't seal it. So you had this last 25% left of it. As you see, we're there now. And we just sealed that. So that's funny. But let me see. Is there anything else here? 12 minutes. Let's go real quick into these other assets. There you go. ES also popped the hell up as well. They retraced back into that down candle right there nicely, sealed that up, and shooting up, still going up, took out new highs. I told you they're going for that 5,000 level. They want that psychological level. It's not even lunchtime, and we're here. So God, man, I'm assuming the PM session is just gonna fly. If it doesn't, then we're gonna reverse hard around the PM session. So those are your two scenarios going on. I don't care. I'm ready to go and enjoy my weekend. And let's see here. So you got Dow here, and also let me see. Let me go to a higher time frame. Support here. Retrace back into their imbalance, and 50% of that. Look at that. 50% of that. Bounce the hell up. Right here to take out those highs. Again, just lunchtime. So still super early in the day, but I'm not messing with it. Look at this. We're finally reaching that, going to that level, playing around here. I mentioned yesterday that we might be bearish here and come for this action here or this action here. I was talking in general, but same time, price held when it opened, no movement until that 8:30. They decided to push it all the way up. So I was still kind of bullish, and but with this candle here, it kind of made me want to maybe shift. But we're both going up at the same time here, man. So mixed markets here, but the strength of the dollar is going. And then, obviously assets will probably do that as well in an inflationary period, because they mentioned something about May. They're not cutting the rates in May, I think they said. So I think that's just inflating. Well, that should have brought us down, which it did, but for us to keep going up, I am surprised on that based off the fundamental news. And that's why I don't give a fuck about what they talk about on their fundamental news. Yo, I caught all this shit today just by technical analysis. and common sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to not pay attention to macro levels of seasonal tendencies, and I'm not saying don't follow interest rates and all these things. But like, bro, I mean, yesterday they were talking about war. They were talking about specific countries they were bombing yesterday while we were talking, like the green light. America had the green light while we were still going up in stocks. So as far as I'm concerned, these stocks should be coming down when you're talking like that. And, listen, I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so that's it. We got dollar. Keep pushing there. You can see that we're coming for there, probably up here. And then let's see what else here. Hold on one second. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else I really want to mention. So took out those highs, and did we take that out yet? Nope. It might not do it. Who knows? But did you eat? Hopefully you found this insightful. Hopefully you gained from this, and if you got that sell, you got that buy. Right now, it's sitting in this gap right here. There's a gap right here too, so it is also probably referring to that. So I don't know if it breaks above this high or not. If you're in a long at this point, take it out. Take the money, man. Who cares? Like I'm about to leave. Could I have caught the rest of this? Yeah, but why? I'm not playing with these people, man. I'm not playing with these people. I'm not trying to find out, but that would have been a 20K day for me right there. So yeah, you're not trying to be right here. You don't care to hit this high right now. Who cares? Just get the hell out and have a nice day. So I hope this helps you guys. Take care and God bless.